My name is Dr. Marcus Collier. I have been in UCD now for almost 10 years. My research interests are, I have a very broad area of research that I've done. I think what probably inspired me to do research and what inspired me to get involved in academia was that we have a huge impact on the land, and when we change the use of the land, we have further impacts. And some of those impacts can actually stop production of food or threaten the production of food and fibre that otherwise support us. So land use change, synthetic biology like genetically modified organisms and other such issues are very important in the modern world, particularly since we're heading to a 9 billion population in 2050. So my research covers a significant area from changing land use to the impacts on the environment from processes such as acid rain and so on. There's quite a lot of areas that I would be interested in. Currently I'm looking at researching how the cities can become more resilient to climate change. The main project that I'm working on at the moment is called TURIS, which is funded by the European Commission. We have 28 partners around Europe in 11 countries, and we're looking at how cities can become more resilient to environmental change. Not just climate change, there's other changes that are occurring in cities, things like social change and cultural changes in terms of migration and so on. So a lot of the areas that we're going to be looking at are possible clues how we can make the cities of the future much more resilient for the communities that live in those cities. And our research will be looking at how those communities can in fact effect that change themselves. They can contribute to our research. So our research will be done with communities as well as with businesses and local authorities as well as other universities. This will be quite a long project. It's a 5 years project, and in time I hope we'll be able to come up with some pretty interesting results and some answers that will not just be sitting on a shelf somewhere, but will actually go into how we plan and how we change policies to suit the cities of the future. I also do a lot of lecturing. I've been lecturing here for a good many years. I enjoy seeing how students change over the years from when they come into the university to when they finish their first year, second year, then into some of them going into master's level. And some of the students that I supervise in terms of their masters and their PhDs, I like to see their change and how they have grown into their subject more and more. I also like to use techniques that allow students to develop new skills just in the learning. In other words, how they can stand up and present, how they can write, how they can give over information to other people without being too confusing and being quite clear. I think that's a very important element because students aren't just looking for jobs, they're looking for building a career. And it's important when you're building a career to be able to express yourself more clearly. So that's one of the areas that I do a lot of work in.